Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RMAC Basketball Division II here in Colorado Springs. Glad to bring you a doubleheader here tonight as the UCCS Mountain Lions, the Lady Lions, here at the Lions Den, are going to host the Chadron State Eagles. It's a pleasure to bring my partner for this season in tonight's broadcast, Jeff King. And Jeff, you look at this game here tonight, you've got the UCCS Lady Lions 0-7 on the season, but that's in the past. They got to find a way to have fun and get it done, and it starts here tonight.
Absolutely, George. Thanks for having me along.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to this game. Really excited. The keys to the game, in my opinion, for UCCS tonight is a little ball control, a little bit more. Take your time, the time management, the clock, and also taking advantage of those free throw opportunities.
Absolutely. You look at Chadron State, they come in here with a record of 3-4, 1-1 in conference play. They've already got some wins under their belt. They're looking to try to take advantage of a Lady Lions team that has a lot of youth but a lot of promising talent.
So true. Chadron State also is quite youthful. Their keys, in my opinion, is probably good tempo, maintain a good tempo, which they're good at doing. Force some turnovers and look to that transition game to capitalize.
Absolutely. Well said. And the Lady Lions on the floor getting together. They got to find a way to have fun and get it done. 0-7 on the season, but it's a new night. They're going to look to strike hard and strike early and come out with a win here tonight against the Eagles of Chadron State. RMAC, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. This is NCAA Division II basketball. Glad to bring it to you. And this is the first part of a doubleheader, Jeff. We have the men's game right after at 7:30, and then tomorrow we do another doubleheader here. First it'll be Regis, the ladies first, and then Regis, the men's right after. So it should be a jam-packed weekend of basketball.
Good opportunity here, be going into the winter break for both men and women to capitalize on a win.
Yep, find a way to get a score early, score often, and be in the basketball game. And don't do things to shoot yourself in the foot. Find a way to be creative and innovative, and we're tipped off and we're ready to go. The Lady Lions win the tip. They bring it down the floor. Just underway here in Colorado Springs. Off the rim, shot rebounded by Chadron. Down the floor, pushing the ball to the right elbow, back up top. Good ball movement by Chadron State, trying to work for the good shot. And she is fouled, and that's going to be number 44, Tatum Tellen, the freshman out of Grapevine, Texas.
Yeah, coming off the ball screen there. Got a little hand foul, a little slap. Not a problem right now. Just settle in, Mountain Lions. Here we go.
Yep. And first one rattles in and out, and at the line for the Chadron State Lady Eagles is Brooke Turek. She's a freshman, 5'6", out of Hemingford, Nebraska. Scoreless game. Glad you could join us. And Jeff, you know, especially when you're UCCS, you're the Lady Lions, you've yet to get that first win of the season. You want to get out, flow and go, and moving quick early and gain confidence.
Oh, absolutely. And you want to make sure that you are pushing that pace. Looking at the past 7 games, the Lady Lions have a tendency to come out a little bit slow. So
right.
Let's go ahead and pick that up in the first half. Try to balance it because they're wonderful in the second half.
Yep,
Definitely
absolutely. You got to find a way to play an entire game. Turek, second shot from the line, and it's 1-0. And here comes UCCS. It's Jessica Harvey, the freshman. This is a young Lady Lions team. Very talented, very promising talent. They got to find a way to win. Back up to the right elbow. Drives inside, puts up the elbow, and throws up the shot. And she's going to be, that's 0-0 there. That's
Shannon Leaf. She's
Shayna Leaf.
I would consider her the leader of this team. Very aggressive, double-digit player, coming out of Palmer High School here locally.
Yep.
Looks really good throughout her college career.
Yep, first one's in. Played at Palmer High School, and they put out a lot of good basketball products, that's for sure.
Sure do.
Trying to look to take the lead here early. And sometimes taking the lead early is a little bit of an edge. Even if it's a point, when you're down, it's good to have the edge.
Oh, absolutely, and it builds that confidence.
On both. And bringing it down the floor. Callie
there we
Harrison
go.
is a steal. And here comes the Lady Lions charging down the floor. The layup left-handed, and it's good. She drops it. Rachel Henkel, another freshman. I'm sorry. That's number 22, Kaylee Bernard. 5'9" sophomore out of Floyd, New Mexico. Good shot. And Chadron State answers at the other end of the floor. Pushing it, trying to go in an up-tempo game. UCCS.
Oh, that's the right move.
Inside, gets the pass back to the top of the key. Moves, good ball movement by the Lady Lions. Being aggressive early. Long shot from three-point land. Drains it from outside. And that's number 20. And that's Kelly O'Flanagan out of Thornton, Colorado, Monarch High School. Another Colorado product here at UCCS. Lady Lions with a 6-3 lead early. And then, and the foul on Chadron, and it'll go back the other way. So, you know what, Jeff? It's a good start for the Lady Lions. Momentum. They got to get a little bit of wind in their sails and let it catch.
As I mentioned ago, confidence builds, and this is how you start it.
Yep. And you got to be aggressive, and that's what the Lady Lions are trying to do thus far. Wasn't sure, back up top. Trying to move the ball. Leaf drives inside, spin, back up top. Not going to take the shot from downtown. Again, it's going to be short off the rim, and they grab the board. Chadron State pushes, looking for a quick shot. Back outside, lines up for the three. Stop, pop. Nope, off the rim. Rebound by Leaf. And here come the Lady Lions down the floor.
Okay.
And passes out of bounds.
Good transition there. Leaf is all over the place right now with the ball control and being in the right place at the right time.
And what you said it earlier, Shayna Leaf, she's a senior on a very young team, so she's got to be able to lead on the floor, and she's doing that thus far.
Absolutely. It's showing well.
And they've got an early lead, 7:53 left in the first quarter of play. And the Lady Lions have come out hot early in this game. They got to keep it up-tempo. Here comes Chadron State, bringing the ball down. Jessica Harvey out to the right elbow.
That's Brooks Turek.
Yeah, Turek shoots, and it's going to go off the rim and rebounded by the Lady Lions. And pushing down the floor, that's Maddie Gola. Back up top, back to Gola. Gola's going to launch from long range off the rim, and they'll get it back. Leaf underneath.
Oh, nice move.
Travel on Shayna Leaf.
It's too bad.
It'll come back Chadron State's way. And as we said before, this is the first game of a doubleheader here tonight. The men's game will be following this at 7:30. Glad you could join us for Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference basketball here in Colorado Springs. And there's a foul, and that's going to go against Kaylee Bernard, the 5'9" sophomore. But, you know, you look at it, when you come out, you haven't won yet. They are agile, mobile, and hostile earlier. They have to be. That means that they're hungry. They want to win.
Absolutely. Yep.
Back up top for the Eagles. Callie Feddersen bringing it out to the right elbow. Back up top. Tries to pass inside, and that goes to Whitehour. Quick shot from the baseline off the rim. Rebounded, and that's going to be Emily Seifert.
Turnover.
And another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers. And up top, off the glass. Nicely done by Callie Feddersen out of Rollins, Wyoming. Cuts the lead to 1 for UCCS. Underneath, the shot off the rim. Nobody there to get the rebound. Whitehour gets the ball. And here we come back down the floor again with Feddersen. She transferred out from Western Nebraska Community College to go to Chadron State. And there's a substitution now. Number 3 checks in, Chelsea Pearson, the sophomore out of Highlands Ranch for UCCS. And number 5, Kirsten Vigil out of Lutheran High School in Parker. So this is a team with UCCS 9 players from the state of Colorado on this squad.
Yeah, well represented.
6:18 and counting here in the first period. Long range shot, it's off. And they're going to fight for the board. That's going to be a jump ball.
Yep.
And it's going to go the Eagle way. Bringing it down the floor is the senior, one of the few on the Chadron State roster, Callie Feddersen. 5'8" guard. Pushes out to the left elbow. Gets it out to Taryn Foxen. Good defense by Abby Fickert. Up top. Pop. Drills it from outside. Nice shot by Brooke Turek, the freshman from Chadron State. Back down the floor, and they take the lead by a point. Lady Lions, long range,
nice
downtown!
shot. Way to go.
And she buries it!
Chelsea Pearson. Wow.
Out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, Mountain Vista High School. That's an answer right there by UCCS. Working it inside to Taryn Foxon, back outside to Feddersen. Feddersen takes the shot, in and out, and the board is grabbed by Pearson. Brings it down the floor. Lady Lions looking to tack on their lead. And looking to check in is number 21, Maddie Geibler.
Nice shot.
12-7, UCCS. Driving inside aggressively. And there's a foul in the paint underneath. And number 1, Taryn Foxon is going to the line. Really good transition and a good answer by UCCS. Pearson, no fear, steps up, stop, pop, and let it drop from three-point land.
Absolutely.
And a timeout on the floor. You know, Jeff, so far when we look at this game, we look at the two teams. Chadron State, as we said, they come in 3-4. They've got the wins under their belt. We know how important it is when you come into someone else's gym or someone else's backyard, per se. You've already got wins. You've got confidence. You're comfortable. The Lady Lions they're like caged lions right now. They need to find a way to come out and win, and they're doing well so far.
They definitely are. They're coming out much more aggressive.
And so, right now with the timeout,
coming out much more aggressive, as I was saying, and what I do like is they're pushing the issue. They're pushing it up floor. Not sure if they need to do that every time because they could use some ball clock and take advantage of that. But they're rebounding nicely.
Yep. And as we said, first game of a doubleheader tonight, and we do a doubleheader tomorrow night against Regis. Hope you can join us for that as well. Same times, 5:30 for the women's, 7:30 for the men's.
What I see the most is this, like the Woodenism. It's the little details.
John Wood.
Those are vital, as he said, and little things make big things work, right?
Yep. Minimize your strengths and maximize your weaknesses.
That's correct.
And so far, UCCS has pretty much dominated in all phases early into this basketball game.
Could minimize a little bit, again, on the transition.
Correct.
Turnovers. Correct.
Yep. Turnovers. And one thing you got to do to win basketball games, you got to bang boards.
Absolutely.
And first one from the line, Taryn Foxon. She's a 5'10 freshman guard out of Cherokee Trail High School in Denver. Second shot off the back, rebounded by UCCS. And here come the Lions, 23, bringing it down the floor. Abby Fikert, long-range baseline shot. It's going to be short, but rebounded underneath the fadeaway. She's got it.
She's in the right place, the right time, and that's one of her fortes.
Maddie Gabler, 5'7 sophomore, great fadeaway jumper there. And the Lady Lions are playing with confidence right now. Up top to the left elbow, back tries to feed inside. Long-range shot outside, got it.
They left her open there.
Yep.
Nice shot, though. Took her time, set, put that one through the rim.
4-point lead for UCCS. Underneath, great pass. It cuts inside, but a travel. That was a great pass underneath. And they had a good opportunity there. They had a really good opportunity, Jeff, to really get another bucket down here. And again, traveling. So
good
traveling,
separation.
loose balls, those kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
They add up.
They do add up.
Here
that
comes
has
Chadron
been
State over the top.
There you go.
And a steal. And
like
once again, Abby Fikert, boy, you talk about scrappy. She makes sure she saves that. Back to Fikert. Working for the good shot. Blocked. And UCCS will get it back. Fade away. And the rebound will go to Chadron State. Callie Feddersen bringing it down the floor. Foxon back up top to Lovett. Lovett back to Feddersen. Good defense by UCCS. It's one thing about playing defense, you got to be stingy.
Exactly. Way to extend the floor. Push them out a little bit.
And it's in. Quick little pop shot. Bounces in. And it's a 2-point lead for UCCS. The shot, the 3-point, hits off the rim over the backboard. Here comes Feddersen. She's all over the floor.
Good hustle, though. Get back.
Yep. Long-range shot by Chadron State. Rebounded by Emily Seifert. 6-1. And underneath,
Gabler again.
Good opportunity there. No rebound. Those are the little things that add up. Those things matter. The easy shots underneath. 2:41 and counting here in the first period. A close, hard-fought first quarter here at UCCS. Long-range shot off the rim. Another opportunity for the Lady Lions. Here they come, making a push down the floor. Pass outside from three-point land, in and out. And again, another Chadron State rebound. Driving inside, tries to knife her way through, and she'll be fouled. And she'll be going to the line.
What I'm really seeing here and what I like a lot is Maddie Gabler's play right now. I'm also really impressed by the spark that Fiker's given the team right now.
Absolutely. Checking in now, number 20 for UCCS, Kelly O'Flanagan, the junior guard out of Monarch High School. First one from the line is good. Callie Feddersen. Couple more substitutions. Number 20, Jessica Harvey, and number 3, Keely Pierce for Chadron State check in as well.
Yeah, Callie's an offensive juggernaut for the Chadron State team. She is, not afraid to shoot the three, leading the team second in scoring.
Feddersen hits both, and we're tied here at Galugli Event Center, a.k.a. the Lions Den. A little bit slower tempo this time. Looking for some help. Gabler, and outside. Got it!
Pearson.
Chelsea Pearson just drills it from downtown.
Wow.
She's shooting fearless from the three-point line. And back up to a three-point lead for UCCS. Chadron State trying to look for an answer here.
Good perimeter D.
1:40 and counting left in the first period of play. Back up top to Feddersen from way outside off the rim. And the Lady Lions will get it, making the push down the floor. Back up top to Gabler. Shot off the rim, rebounded and fought for. Aggressive rebound by UCCS. Push it up. That was Gola.
Crashing the boards. That's going to work here all night long. Here we go.
Yep. Gola again. The pump fake, drives
Way
inside.
to take it in.
And she'll draw the foul.
Yep.
Good aggressive drive to the basket by Pearson. But we talked about earlier, you and I were talking off air in the pregame about hitting your shots at the foul line.
That's
You've
critical.
got to be able. Those are gifts.
Absolutely critical. And the high percentage shots, drive of the paint, that's working. And that's what we need to continue if you're a Mountain Lion fan.
Checking back in, the Palmer product, Shayna Leaf. 5'10". 106 remaining in this first period of play. Glad you could join us for Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference basketball.
Nice
Second shot is good. 4-point lead. Bringing it down the floor is Jessica Harvey for Chadron State. Looking for help. Goes underneath. The shot missed, and
boy, that was a nice pass right
goes
there.
Off Pearson, and Chadron State retains possession.
UCCS scrambling to knock that ball out of play. Good job.
Yep. Like we said, when you play defense, agile, mobile, hostile.
Agreed.
Feed inside, quick jumper, good.
And one.
And she got the foul. That's number 11, Allie Williamson out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. The sophomore, 5'11" forward. She's looking to cut the deficit right here. Nice play by Chadron State. So far, this has been a seesaw game. And she got it. Capitalizes. Here comes UCCS. O'Flanagan. Drive. She's going to go coast to coast. A block. Leaf is there for the board. UCCS outside off the rim. Chadron State gets the board. Under 39 seconds to play. Chadron State down by 1. Goes from right to left. Feeds underneath. Nice feed to Whitehour, 6'3" junior. And it's a 1-point lead, but underneath Leaf,
there you
the
go.
answer. Great transition by UCCS.
Beautiful transition.
Great look long-range pass. She knows where Leaf is, and she gets the easy bucket.
Yep, and with Chadron State on that possession, Wiedenauer is the one I mentioned earlier about getting her involved down low. They seem to be finding her pretty good. UCCS, however, has capitalized as she hasn't been able to put it in consistently, and they're playing good D. Nice aggressive D, good boards.
They are
taking care of business there.
A little bit during the timeout here with 20.2 seconds left in the first quarter of play at UCCS. The head coach, Lynn Plett, for women's basketball, Liz Doran, assistant coach at Taylor Proctor, graduate assistant coach here for UCCS. And for Chadron State, the head coach, Janet Raymer, Emma Block, and Brianna Donche, coaching assistants for the Eagles. The final under 20 seconds to play. Chadron State's going to be stingy and work for the last shot. And up top of the key, Jessica Harvey milking it. Shot clock under 6. Back up, and
there you go.
Almost a steal by UCCS.
Good
the last
defense
gas
there.
toss, and we are one and done. 1 quarter down here at UCCS, and Chadron State is down 20-19 to UCCS. And Jeff, you look at the way the conference is right now with the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. CSU Pueblo leads the pack right now. 5-4 overall, but they're 3-0 within league play, and that's huge. I mean, you want to win every game, but if you've got to win games and lose games, you want to win the league games, and they've done that so far.
Absolutely right, George. And Pueblo, CSU, they're going to be that front runner as they have been in the past. But let me tell you, with this game, I like what I'm seeing with UCCS.
Yep.
The transition's working well. Minimize the turnovers. Hit those free throws. The defense is working very well, though.
They are. And speaking of talented teams in the ladies Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference basketball, you've got Colorado Mesa, and you also have Black Hills State. Both of these teams, Jeff, are 2-0 in league play, but they're 8-0 overall. They're undefeated. So this could shape up. And you've got a lot of teams within this conference that are middle of the pack, 3-5. So they're right there. But clearly right now, Black Hills State and Colorado Mesa are leading the pack in the RMAC.
Absolutely, and Black Hills State is no joke. These guys are fast. They're fundamentally sound. They took it to UCCS 62-37. Don't see them slowing down. But now that we're in conference play, UCCS can get back into this and get their rhythm going, and we know what? They may make impact here.
Yep, absolutely. So right now, glad you could join us. Early December, or getting into mid-December, but it's the holiday season.
Hey,
it feels a little bit like that outside, but it's hot in here. And here we go, starting second quarter play at UCCS here in Colorado Springs. George Holden along with Jeff King for the ride. Leaf, and then the long-range shot by O'Flanagan, but rebounded, and Leaf is fighting her way through, spins, nice dish inside,
boy, that's beautiful.
And the easy bucket. A
Leaf
1-2 punch to Lauren Bennett. Great job by the Lady Lions.
Leaf is just stellar on that play.
Boy, she's aggressive and plays tough. Never gives up.
Stay put.
And Feddersen, rebound, Leaf. Underneath. Lady Lions working underneath. Quick shot, overshoots. And that was Lauren Bennett. Back down the floor, Chadron. There's an opportunity right here, and here come the Lions down the floor, looking for more. Feeds inside the Leaf, tries to force the shot. Kind of had to shoot that off balance at a bad angle. It's one of those things, you're in midair and you got to switch from right to left. It's tough to do.
Very difficult.
And long outside off the rim, Leaf. There she is again. You're going to hear that name a lot tonight. Rebound. Gives it off to O'Flanagan. Back to Leaf. And that shot was off. And checking in now, number 21 for UCCS, Maddie Geibler at Longmont High School. The Longmont Trojans have won their share of high school football championships.
Oh, yeah.
I got tired of getting beat by them in high school. They used to have some powerhouses. Chadron State pushes, steal, And Chelsea Pearson's,
She's having a game.
boy,
Having
she
a
gets
game right
after
now.
it.
Yes, she
She's
does.
cat quick. And she's looking to take advantage of opportunities, and she sees the door open and bang, she's right there. Inbounding. Lauren
Both ends
Bennett
of the floor.
to Kelly O'Flanagan. Back to Bennett. Thinks about the three. Stops. Off the back.
It's away from the ball.
Yep. And there's a foul. And that'll go against Chadron State. Checking in now for UCCS, number 44, Tatum Tellen, freshman. And checking in for Chadron, Brooke Turek.
Well-deserved rest for Pearson.
Yep.
Working hard out there.
Sure is. UCCS, the inbound. Hesitates, shoots,
That was nice.
got it. Maddie Geibler.
Yeah, gave her
Great
something
look,
else with the
great
long
pump,
ball.
and then she finishes it off. 24-19, UCCS.
There we go.
Yep. And sometimes you can start seeing things swing in your favor. This is the time right now for UCCS to really put the pedal to the metal and open things up.
Absolutely. And in past games, that just hasn't been the case. But tonight, I think a different feel to it right now, and I think it could happen.
Yep.
Way to work it
Feeds
around.
inside. Geibler, the fadeaway, off the back of the rim, and Feddersen with the ball. Chadron, long pass over to the left elbow.
That's good D right there.
Good defense by UCCS, by Tatum Tellen. Back up top to Feddersen. She's the spark that makes them go. And UCCS is scratching and clawing on defense. Pass inside, looking to separate herself, and a travel. Good defense by UCCS. The travel on Brooke Turek.
Active and achieving. That's what they're doing.
Yep. Sometimes I think when you're in a situation where you haven't won yet, you've got to learn to win, and they're doing extremely well in the first part of this game here tonight.
Looking hungry.
Yep. Working. Good defense by Chadron State. Back up top. That's Tellen. Back outside to Gola. Shot up and in by Gola. Nice patience by UCCS that time. Down the floor, working for the good shot.
Way to use the glass on that. Looked real good.
Feddersen. Out to the right elbow. Turek doesn't go back door. Nicely done by UCCS. And bringing it down the floor with Kelly O'Flanagan. Long range pass. And it looked good from here. But then the fadeaway. And we've got a foul underneath. And Shayna Leaf's going to check back in for UCCS.
Kind of Gabler and Gola there, getting the rebound, putting the shots back up, being very aggressive, looks strong.
Yep. And checking out's Lauren Bennett. So she's got another year after this year to help with this young team.
Yeah, from Thornton.
Help groom. You need the older players to help groom the younger players.
Yeah, out of Horizon High School. She's
Off
a good
the
one.
rim, long range. Timeout, Chadron State.
Okay.
Exactly 6 minutes left in the first half of play. At UCCS, the Lady Lions lead 26-19. And as we said before, this is the first game of a doubleheader here tonight. The men's game will be directly after at 7:30. And again, tomorrow night, another doubleheader. Regis, the ladies go at 5:30. The men go at 7:30. Jeff, let's look at this RMAC conference. We were talking earlier about Black Hills State undefeated, Colorado Mesa 8-0. School of Mines 5-3. They're right in the middle there, but they're undefeated in the RMAC.
Yeah.
Fort Lewis 6-1, 1-1 in the division. South Dakota Mines 5-2. This is a competitive league right now.
Very much so.
Conference.
Yeah, absolutely, George. My take on this is we're only 2 games into the conference, so I like UCCS and Chadron State here and the potential they have to add a few more victories and very well make the playoffs.
And again, another thing too, like you said, they're getting into league play. And when you start out in non-league play, you like to think of a season as preseason, regular season, postseason. Now they're starting to get a taste of some of that league play, and you want to get that non-conference stuff out to kind of gauge where your team's at, find your strengths, find where you're weak,
Yep.
try to sew up holes, if you will, do those kind of things, and get better. And I think you look at early on the UCCS. There's a lot of teams that may start out 0-7 and come out flat.
Yeah.
They have definitely not done that here tonight, and that goes as a testament to this coaching staff for UCCS.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Both these coaches are fantastic coaches, first and second year coaches. Know how to win, and if, like Lynn, for example, already won a championship the first year in.
Yep. So
No reason why he can't do it again.
Well, like anything else, when you build a team, knocked out of bounds, and that's UCCS ball. When you build a team as a coach, right? It goes in 3 phases: load, unload, and reload.
Correct.
And when you have a senior dominated team, sometimes that next year it's going to be tough. It's going to be slim on wins because you're trying to learn how to play together.
Correct.
But the Lady Eagles, they're down 26-19, 3-4 on the season. Looking to add to their win total and be at 500 in the record mark. Spin move by Chadron. Off balance shot there by Allie Williamson. And here comes the Lady Lions. Pass up top to Callie O'Flanagan. And back to Maddie Geibler. Patience in the passing game, and the Lady Lions are exhibiting that, but then the turnover, and that's Taryn Foxon. And she'll bring it down the floor. Outside of the right elbow, back up top. Foxon with the ball. Dishes off to Feddersen. Fedderson's got good ball handling skills. Back outside. Nope. Now she's going to put it up from outside. Knock, knock. No one's home, and here comes UCCS down
Look
the
who
floor.
it is again. Here we go.
They were looking for a quick transition basket there. Back up top. Kicks it outside. Thought about it. Nope. Taryn Tellin. UCCS, long-range shot. That was a ways off by O'Flanagan, the junior.
Kind of like
Monarch High School.
I kind of like in that situation, working it in, Leafs there, get down low, pass it in instead of taking that shot.
Absolutely. 4:24 and counting in the first half of play here at UCCS. Glad you could join us for RMAC College Basketball. The women's UCCS Lady Mountain Lions and the Lady Eagles of Chadron State. Outside. It's an off-balance shot, another foul. And that'll be a non-shooting foul.
Turek's making it happen out here for Chadron State. She's finding those open ladies, and she's hitting it. She's making it. She's a catalyst right now. They need to capitalize, though.
Yep. Oh,
there we go.
Great heads-up play with her back to the ball and gets the steal. Maddie Geibler. Quick
There it
pass
is.
underneath to Leaf.
Hey.
Great give and underneath. Tellin to Leaf.
That's what
that
I'm
was
talking
masterful the way they did that.
That's it.
Sometimes
job.
that door's not open very long, and she hit it before the door closed.
Perfectly.
And extends the lead to 28-19. You can sense the confidence for UCCS. Feddersen. But they've got to stay stingy on the defensive side. Shot underneath. She'll put it up, but she'll go to the line. And Lynn Plett getting vocal with his team out there. And as we said, 2015, 2016, and 2015-16, the women's team was a tournament qualifier in the NCAA. Young team now. Feddersen misses the first shot. You know, it sounds simple and easy, but making free throws can make or break you in games.
Absolutely, George. Been a
It
bit of
comes
a
down to the
struggle so
wire.
far, but it's been a bit of a struggle so far for UCCS, but you know, it'll come with time.
You could tell that the attitude on the floor is they're staying after it.
Absolutely. They're
On the
aggressive
floor.
tonight, and I like what I see.
You start getting a lead, you get a 5-point lead, a 7-point lead, it builds confidence.
Correct.
And that's Geibler looking for some help. There's Leaf, top of the key, back out to Tellin. Loses control but gets it back. That's Gola. She's going, launching it,
Oh,
and
wow.
she buries it from downtown.
Dang.
nothing but net. It's a 31-20 lead for the Lady Lions. 3:07 remaining in the first half, and they'd like nothing better than to go in with the lead at halftime. Chadron back out top. Underneath, and a steal. And loses control of it. That was great effort by Abby Fikert out of Flower Mound, Texas. Goes off the leg of one of her teammates. But there's a lot of hustle. A lot of good hustle on the floor. Inbounds to Brooke Turek. She's looking to set it up. The right elbow. Drives inside, having a difficult time. Off balance jumper, and she'll draw the foul. And that's Jessica Lovett.
Nice looking jump shot there.
Yep.
Just missed the mark, but good form.
2:43 with the clock stop. And there's and checking in for UCCS is Lauren Bennett, number 24.
You know, Lovett's out of Mullen High School.
Yep. Lauren Bennett out of Horizon High School in Thornton. And as we said, 9 players on UCCS's roster from the state of Colorado, so they like to recruit home. First shot. Nope. It's in.
Nice.
She got it. She got the favor. And Tellen with the ball. Back up top. And that's Bennett. Clock to 2.5 minutes. Back to Leaf.
You got goal underneath there. Keep moving back and forth.
Painfully patient, working for the good shot.
It's a nice screen.
Sometimes you have to be. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Traveling on UCCS. That's one of those situations where you've worked for the good shot. You can't afford to shoot yourself in the foot.
Absolutely. Take your time, ladies.
Back down the floor. Chadron State. It's been an entertaining first half. Both these teams getting after it. Chadron, oh, good pass. Right over the shoulder and trades it from outside. Jessica Lovett. 31-24, UCCS.
I like that release.
Yep. Bennett going to give it to Leaf. Leaf back out to Gola. Gola ribs around and a great follow-up by Shayna Leaf. That's court awareness right there following the shot. Underneath. And an answer by Chadron State.
Love it again.
This is up-tempo, closing in on a minute and a half left here in the first half of play. Inside the Leaf. She's looking for the angle. Trying to drive underneath.
Oh, that's
and
just
she got
strong right there. Strong move.
Draws the foul. That is senior leadership, and that's somebody that's been there, done that, and finds the angle and finds a way to make the shot.
Absolutely. Taking charge all the way there.
Number 4 and number 50 check in for Chadron State. Callie Fatterson checks back in, and Savannah Whitehour. Savannah Whitehour from Pleasant Grove, Utah. She's a junior. She's 6'3". So that's the height that you need inside. And getting ready to check in for UCCS, Emily Seifert, St. George, Utah.
I think she can play an integral part, Whitehour that is, down low if the Chadron State's getting their passes right.
Sometimes banging boards is all you need to do. Just get second, third, and fourth opportunities for your teammates.
Got that right.
And long-range shot off the rim. And that's Taryn Tellen. Sees fires it up.
Okay.
Boy, and they're gonna be talking at halftime about missed opportunities in transition.
Got that right, George.
You can almost guarantee it.
No need to force it there.
But doing a good job on the boards at the other end.
Yep.
You got to attack the rack. 104. Looking to inbound. Goes to Tellen. Tellen. Long range. Not there. Rebound, Chadron State. We're under a minute to play. 36-26, 10-point lead for the Lady Lions. And that's Callie Fatterson for Chadron State. Kicks it outside. Baseline shot. Rims in and out. Rebound. Yep.
Those love it.
Yep. And she's gonna hold on right here. Under 30 seconds to play. 16 on the shot clock. In, out, and rebounded by UCCS. And here they come. Down the floor, stop, pop, off the rim. There was no help underneath the rim there.
No help.
13 seconds. Feddersen over to the right elbow, looking for some help. Under 6 seconds. Kicks it outside. Stop. Quick jumper. In and out. And that's going to do it. We are one and done. 1/2 down here at UCCS in Colorado Springs. And the Lady Lions looking for their first win of the 2017-18 season and looking good in the first half. They got a 10-point lead over Chadron State. Glad you could join us for RMAC basketball. I'm George Holden along with Jeff King. It's halftime here at the, am I saying this right, Gallugly Event Center. Gallugly Event Center. Okay, and with that at halftime, 10-point lead for UCCS. We're going to go to commercial. Stay with us for more RMAC basketball in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. Nice, good job.
Although most consider them to be solitary in nature, these big cats actually show advanced social intelligence. This cat is known to be territorial, and as such will fiercely defend its territory from other big cats, employing a blend of power and stealth, except during courtship. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
I finally found the healthcare I've been looking for. It's the UCCS Health Circle Primary Care Clinic across from University Village on North Nevada Avenue. The nurse practitioner managed clinic is a perfect fit. I have longer appointments so I don't feel rushed. And we've created a personal health plan that's really working for me. UCCS Health Circle is more than a provider. They're my new healthcare partner.
It started with an idea. A new home for the arts in Colorado Springs. An intersection of art and community.
When I was a kid, I was incredibly shy, and theater was a way to sort of express the things that I couldn't find the words for.
I think one of the great things about being a musician for me is that you get to share this thing that you love with other people.
I have to take a piece of me. I have to find what I have in common with that character and pull it out of myself. And seeing those things over and over again has really changed me from this hot-headed, angry teenager to somebody very humbled and who just loves the happiness that theater can bring us.
UCCS has been dreaming of an arts center for 50 years. In this great anniversary year, we are finally breaking ground. This building will be home to the music, theater and dance programs, the Department of Visual and Performing Arts, TheaterWorks, the Galleries of Contemporary Art, and many community organizations.
I think it's fantastic for a corporate sponsor to step up like this and take such an active interest in arts in our community.
From a student perspective, the fact that this building is being built is really exciting, and I like to think that it's because this school is valuing of the arts and this community is really valuing of the arts.
These performing spaces are different from other performing spaces that are in town, and this will be a place that has all of these different venues combined.
This building is happening because of the generous support of hundreds of private donors and foundations, the state of Colorado, UCCS students, and ENT Federal Credit Union.
There's going to be a big, beautiful dance studio with a mirrored wall that's full length, and then we'll also have a great view of the mountains. We'll be able to fit a piano in the room so we can have live accompanist for class.
ENT's commitment is especially meaningful. It is one of the largest art sponsorships in Colorado and is a landmark moment for the region.
The new Goka space will have a gallery that's all updated with state-of-the-art exhibition technologies and also a teaching space so we can expand some of our teaching programs to the community.
The Ent Center for the Arts represents the university's entrepreneurial spirit and its commitment to be a leader in the cultural life of the campus and the region. The building features 4 performance venues, including the Osborne Studio, the Chapman Recital Hall, the Dusty Lou Bon Vivant Theater, and a 750-seat theater, as well as offices, rehearsal spaces, and classrooms. The Murray and Betty Ross Lobby features extraordinary views of Pikes Peak and sits at the center of a booming commercial district in Colorado Springs.
Hearing sort of the excitement about this building that is specifically designed for the arts and that is specifically designed for us.
The Ent Center for the Arts, an intersection of art and community.
I think one of the things that I was really surprised by at UCCS was that even though there are 11,000 students here, it feels like a small campus. So get to know the faculty really well.
You always get that one-on-one connection to your professor, you get to know your classmates, and it's just a really good learning environment.
The campus is amazing. Just getting to walk from building to building and see the view is really spectacular.
There's tons of support for students on campus. It comes from Excel centers and tutoring labs that they have.
There's always a lot of stuff to do on campus for active students like myself. I'm in a sorority on campus and I love all the friends I've made there.
What I like most about UCCS is that we have a real desire to grow and stretch ourselves and our push to become something greater.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Well,
Well, today we are hosting the first or inaugural Bike Summit in Colorado Springs. People are here today to focus on bike advocacy, bike friendliness, and work toward having a stronger bike culture in our community.
It's a much lower bar to entry than I think a lot of people think it is, because you don't need a really expensive bike. You can ride whatever bike you have. It's not as complicated as I think some people make it out to be.
Just get out there, try and become a voice. It's those voices that are going to affect change, and that's what we need here.
At the end of the day, it's really taking that energy and harnessing it in some way, and then getting it to really move the needle, to talk to policymakers, to be talking to our business environment.
We all need to work together to make Colorado Springs a friendlier place for biking.
I think this is a big deal, though. I think we're going to look back at this day and say that was a watershed moment, that it really sort of started a new chapter in bicycling in Colorado Springs.
When I was growing up, I always loved going outdoors, whether it was for biking, camping, skiing. And when I started looking for colleges, I naturally gravitated towards UCCS because it's in an area where all of those activities are still very easily accessible. A lot of my classes this semester are held in Dwyer Hall, and I really enjoy studying in there because the way the building is built, it allows a lot of natural lighting to flow in, which makes studying a lot easier. Another thing I really love about this campus is that I can go pretty much anywhere and get an awesome view. I never feel like I'm too far from an adventure. Even within 30 minutes of campus, you've got places like Red Rocks where you can go out and take a mountain bike. You can go out there for hours and never come across the same trail twice. After looking at other colleges near mountains all across the country, I'm really glad I decided to go to UCCS because I realized how good I have it here.
The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
My name is Al Wilson. I'm the main stage event coordinator for the Office of Student Activities, which is the department that brought you Roar Days. OSA handles everything from X to Z when it comes to the planning of Roar Days. We do the budgeting, the event coordinating, the execution, as well as partnering with other departments to really bring a successful week of events to campus. The whole point of Roar Days is to bring a week of events that kind of bring students together on campus when they're not in class. The weather's starting to warm up, and we really want to try to reach as many students as possible. We do different events that hit different demographics. The driving kind of focused towards commuters, or the black light might be towards residential students. And we just try to reach all the students and bring them together. It's been incredible to go to school here the past few years and really get to be part of that community and see whether it's athletic events or a homecoming dance. Students always come out and they're always excited to be there. And it's a really great experience.
And hey, welcome back here to Gallagly Event Center here in Colorado Springs, UCCS. I'm George Holden along with Jeff King. Glad you're aboard for the ride tonight. We've had one half down and one to go. The Lady Lions of UCCS, they're 0-7 on the season, but they look like they could be, Jeff, on the verge of their first win of the season with a 10-point lead over Chadron State right now, 36-26. Your thoughts?
I would agree with that, George. I would say a 10-point lead could be 20 points at this point.
I agree.
Very aggressive team play by the Lady Mountain Lions. I like the way they're shooting the threes. They have hit 50% in that first half. I think a couple opportunities have gone by the wayside. That's finding that person down low, the Shannon Leaf. You all have, I would say they have some opportunities in the paint, and instead of forcing the long shot or picking up the extra dribble aggressively, pass it down low, capitalize on those high percentage shots.
You know, also, too, if you look at Chadron State on the other side, Fedderson's the one that makes it go. She's the spark for everything, and she really hasn't had a lot of help doing what she needs, what she normally does, and give a lot of credit to the Lady Lions on the defensive side of UCCS. They've been pretty stifling so far, but you talked earlier about them playing really well in the second half, not so much in the first. They have played very well in this first half. They're going to have another half to match it to come out of here with a win.
I agree. Chadron State's not going to go away.
No.
They need a better team effort. Fedderson is the spark, as you mentioned, but they need to spread it around.
Right.
And what I feel is she's probably thinking, well, I'm one of a few out of here, and I'm isolated. I'll take it upon myself, and that's creating a lot of pressure. Also, Chadron State down low in the left corner. Not the best shot when it's not working.
It worked well for him.
Start passing it down low, like I mentioned with UCCS. Take advantage of the high percentage shots, and you're going to be just fine.
Absolutely. Well said. All right, folks. Hope you're set for another half of basketball. And the good news is, at the end of this game, we're going to head into the men's game. So it's a doubleheader tonight and tomorrow night. Can the Lady Lions continue to play up-tempo basketball? And, you know, like you said too, Jeff, the Lady Lions iron a couple of things out in the second half, not turning the ball over. When they get the turnovers in transition, capitalizing at the other end of the floor, get that 10, 12, 14-point lead, and find a way to pour it on.
They've been fortunate on the turnovers because they're even on both sides right now.
Yep. Just starting the second half here at UCCS in Colorado Springs. Lady Lions with a 10-point lead. And Chadron State opens up with the ball. And smothering defense by UCCS, and all by herself for Chadron State on the outside, and she drags it and makes them pay. Jessica Harvey
from
man,
down.
Great shot. Back down the floor, a steal.
It's a good transition.
Off the rim. Fights for the rebound.
Okay.
There'll be a
Let's not
foul.
start giving it back, but I will say that's good aggressive boards by Chadron State. Looking for that a little bit more in the second half from Wiedenauer, number 50.
Yep. And, you know, that's height in there. That's going to give them that advantage, but you got to find a way around that underneath. And a big part to take your, you know, your taller, more physical players out of a game, the best way to do that is run their legs out from under them.
Absolutely.
And the bucket for Chadron State. They've come out and scored two quick ones here in the third period. Back down the floor, Tellin with the ball. Back up, outside, long shot off the rim, and rebounded by Chadron State. So this second half not opening up for UCCS like they wanted.
No, first half, UCCS, good ball control, ate up a lot of ball clock.
Wiedenauer misses underneath, scraps and fights for it. That's UCCS. They got an opportunity right here. They got 3-on-1. Bounce pass outside, Leaf underneath, and she gets it. Great 3-on-1 by UCCS, and you can count it.
She's excellent in that role.
Yep, 7-point lead for the Lady Lions. That could have been the spark they need to really pour it on here in the second half. Focus and finish would be the key for UCCS. Find a way to finish. And there's a steal by UCCS, and she's going to do the smart thing and wait for help.
Yeah, I like that. Set up shop, work it around. There you go.
Stop, pop, and off the rim. Rebounded by Chadron. And a foul there.
Took an elbow right there.
Yep, and the foul's going to go on Tatum Tellin.
Nothing wrong with that. Just fighting after the ball, getting aggressive, and I like that. Unfortunately, they took the foul call.
Checking in for UCCS, Patty Gabler. And Kendra Balcom, number 24, checks in for Chadron, Jeff. She's from the Colorado Springs School.
Right here in our backyard?
In Colorado Springs. I believe the only one on the roster for Chadron from Colorado. Fedderson brings it up, feeds it inside.
There you go.
Lady Lions, stifling defense. And Fedderson trying to bring her team in, showing leadership down here.
Yeah, definitely doing so, working it inside. Too many Lady Mountain Lions on the back.
To Fedderson. Nope, she was going to shoot it. They're trying to trap her in the corner. And getting ready to check in for UCCS will be Lauren Bennett. Feed inside, Chadron. Back up top. Feddersen all the way at the top of the key. Nope. Off balance shot off the rim. Rebounded by UCCS. Down the floor. Madigola kicks it out. And there's Tellum. To the left elbow. Back to Tellum.
Work it around.
Gola. Back up top. Tellum. And it's off the rim. Good ball movement, but you got to capitalize.
Harvey on the board. Outlet.
Here comes Chadron. Tries to snipe her way in. Rebounded by Tellin. And Gola pushes up. And off balance pass.
Boy, Harvey's
stolen
everywhere
by
today.
Chadron. And then right back the other way. Knocked out of bounds by Kaylee Barnard. Out of Melrose High School in Foyt, New Mexico.
Harvey flying around early here for Chadron, giving him a spark right now. Picking up a little slack that I think it was Feddersen had the first half.
Yep. And Gola, I believe, will come out. She's the 5'7" freshman for UCCS out of Phoenix, Arizona. Chadron kicks it out top. Feddersen lets it go. In and out. And rebounded by UCCS. Drives inside, kicks it out. Tellin off the rim.
No.
And it'll go out on a UCCS player. It'll be Chadron State ball.
Yeah, it was over back there. No need to reach on those. Let her clear it.
Yep.
Then you set up
6:33
defense.
here in the third quarter of play. Here comes Feddersen, bringing it up slow this time. I think Chadron State has been in a little bit of a funk. They haven't been able to get into a rhythm tonight.
Box it inside on the
feed
layup.
Underneath, cuts the lead, UCCS by 5.
Yeah, good point, George.
Yep. I mean, they've this team comes in at 3 and 4, but UCCS is fighting for their lives. Wow. Great running jumper by number 20 there, Kelly O'Flanagan. Back to a 7-point lead.
Yeah,
Bocom. Bocom, that big swirler throws it up there.
Yes, that's
That'll
another
be a
senior
foul.
in there at 6 foot, George, and she can really offer some help, especially to wide hour.
Yep, absolutely. As we said, the head coach for UCCS, Lynn Platt, came here the first season, did really well, and now he's in one of those rebuilding years.
Pretty much so.
But his
exceptional.
His ladies are scrappy right now, and
Yes,
they've got
they
the
are.
lead. Sets up, off the rim, good look, but just couldn't finish it. And it's going to be UCCS ball.
I think they're calling 44 talent on her back, and that was Bocomp again.
Yep.
Benefit there to boxing out.
Yep.
6 foot.
When you box out, that's all about will and desire, but also you got to find the angle on somebody.
You have to.
You got to find what works for you.
That's right.
She's looking for help. Inside, inbounds it to Barnard, to Tellin, to Fikert. Gets it out to Chelsea Pearson. She's had a couple big threes in this game. Long shot. Got it! Bullseye! Woo! And she hits the hardwood, but great shot by Abby Fikert.
Holy smokes. Drain that.
Back to 10 points. UCCS is not going away. They want their first win. Knifes her way inside and gets the shot. Chadron State.
Harvey.
Number 20, Jessica Harvey, a freshman.
Yeah, she's taking control here for Chadron in the second half. She's going to need some assistance, though.
Yep. Feddersen, she's the one that makes it happen. She's the leader, the scorer. She's all over the floor, but she's got some young players out here. One of the things about being a leader is finding the younger players a way to elevate them.
Absolutely.
And she'll hit it. 43-36, UCCS. Under 5 minutes to play in the third. Tellin thinks about it. Nope, dishes off. Back to Tellin. Kicks it. Nope, as Bennett. Long range shot. Again, she's got it!
Fikert.
Abby Fikert. She's got the hot hand for UCCS.
Yeah, it's heating
shooting
up
with
in here for
confidence
this.
here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Mountain Lions lighting it up right now.
Tell you what, she just pulls the trigger and lets it fall. Shot put up by Chadron State, rebounded by Tellen. And the Lady Lions looking to take some momentum here after 2 big threes. Back up to Barnard. Barnard back out to Pearson. Got to work for that good shot. Make sure you got rebounders.
Fikert again.
Yep. Drives inside, in the paint, and off the back, but rebounded by Chadron State. Sometimes when your feet aren't set and you go off balance, the shot doesn't go where you want.
I think it's a reaching in here on ours.
Yep.
Yeah, Lauren Bennett.
That's what it appears to be. Yep. So it'll be a timeout on the floor. 3:55 left to play in the third quarter. And the Lady Lions of UCCS with a 10-point lead over Chadron State. And you know, you talked about it before, we'll say it again. They've come out in the past in some of these games, played well, and then had to play from behind in the third and fourth quarter. They came out firing pretty well in the first and second quarter. They have carried that momentum into the second half. Some things probably got said at halftime that, hey, we got to play 4 quarters of basketball. Jeff, that's what looks like what they're trying to do right now. So we talked about it earlier. Focus and finish, and this looks like what they're trying to do here.
So true. Focus and finish. First half was fantastic team effort, aggressive, and guess what? They haven't let up.
Yep. You got to find a way to, what's the old saying? Put the nail in the coffin.
Absolutely.
You got to end it.
Yeah.
And that's what UCCS is trying to do here. And you can sense that this team on the floor, they're excited, Jeff. They got enthusiasm because they know we're not that far away from a win, but we got to play to the end here.
Absolutely. You got Fikert out there heating it up. She's ready to put the nail in the coffin, I'll tell you that.
Yep. Glad you could join us. Having a good time here at UCCS Gallagly Event Center. Thank you so much for the folks in the headphones telling us that, hey, guys, Gallagly Hall, Gallagly Event Center, or a.k.a. the Lions Den.
Lions Den's good, too.
Right? And UCCS.
With all due respect.
Yes, absolutely. Takes the floor. They're in command right now. Couple of big threes by UCCS. That's Pearson. And
Fikert.
she was threading the needle.
Big time.
You know, hit the shots when you have to. First one is good. Savannah Whitehour for Chadron State. Number 50, the 6'3" junior. A transfer from Miles Community College. Second one, she hits them both. And here comes UCCS back down the floor. They've got to continue to apply pressure at both ends of the floor and finish this game. Back to the left elbow. Tellen thinking about it, but nope, she's going to dish it off. They're frustrated, but they're going to be patient and wait for the shot. Tellen back up top to Fikert. Fikert drives inside. It's going to bounce. Nice. And a rebound by, nope, we got a foul on the other end of the floor.
Way to drive the lane.
Yep. You have to when you make that decision to drive, you got to finish. And she did. UCCS retains possession up top of the key from downtown, off the rim, and a foul. And that'll go against UCCS. I'll tell you what, the UCCS women's basketball team is not afraid to shoot from three-point land. They've made that clear.
And as we've seen earlier in the season, Chadron State, same class for 3-point.
Back to the line again for Whitehour. She's impressive at the line.
This is going to come up big as the clock winds down.
It is, especially in a close basketball game. When you make or miss free throws, you look back on that and go, what do you say, woulda, coulda, shoulda?
Yeah.
And, it was stingy on that one. And Chadron State gets the rebound. That's Feddersen. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and they'll retain possession. 3:15 remaining here in the third period of play. George Holden, along with Jeff King, Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Basketball, NCAA Division II, here in Colorado Springs. Yep, and it's going to go back the other way. UCCS inbounding will be Gabler to Fikert. And you know what? We've seen, Jeff, for UCCS, a team effort. Leaf is obviously the leader of this team, but people have stepped up and performed.
Oh, she has the support tonight. It's a full team effort. Absolutely.
Yep. Talent back up top. And UCCS, this clock can't move fast enough for them. Looking for that first win.
No doubt.
But you got to play smart down here.
Oh.
And off the back.
Hey, good board.
And Leaf was fighting for that board.
Good effort.
Just didn't have the angle. Chadron State, Federson. Boy, she's an athlete. Inside to Whitehour. Nope, traveling on Chadron State.
Okay.
Those were the little things that were affecting UCCS in the first half. They've kind of cleaned some of that up in the second half.
No doubt about it.
And inbounding for the Lady Lions, Maddie Gabler to Abby Fikert. Yep, couple of Colorado products. Down the floor. Fikert to Gabler. Nope. She thought about it.
Way to work it out.
Needs to settle down and get control.
Yep. Back at the point.
Trying to
Inside.
cut
There you
through
go.
and look
21.
for the open shot. Good look. And Federson, as she looks at the scoreboard, driving down, she's going to try to do it herself.
Yeah, that's not advised. Taking it into your own hands on something like that. You could have set up. I know she did look at the clock like you said, George.
That's a senior player playing with younger players, getting frustrated and forcing the issue.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yep.
Like you said,
trying
she
to make
looked at the
something happen.
Yeah.
Yep. Closing in on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. UCCS, they're playing with confidence right now. It's been a rough beginning of this season, but they can change that with a win here tonight.
Hey, the holidays are here. Here we go.
Yep. An early holiday present if they can come out with a win.
Be nice.
Back to the top. To Fikert. To Gabler. Gabler drives, stops, puts it up. Good effort, but wasn't able to finish.
Uh-oh.
Federson loses control. Leaf went for it. And great effort by Leaf.
Wow.
Oh, double dribble.
Double dribble. Yep.
Double dribble on Gabler.
We just hit on that. Better on the last exchange, same thing. Forced the issue, out of control. Fortunate to have the ball right now.
Yep. It's checking out. I want to say, I'm trying to see who that is that checked out. That is Maddie Gabler, and she's talking to her head coach, Lynn Plett, right now. Chadron State inbounds, knocked out of bounds by Fikert.
That's Fikert. She's having a good game.
She's feisty.
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
really is.
I like her
very
aggressiveness,
aggressive.
playing very smart.
Chadron, 1:20 left here in the third quarter. UCCS trying to retain the lead going into the last quarter of this game. Trying to turn things around here tonight. Federson, yep, and there's a foul.
Okay.
On Chadron State.
All right.
This is a point in the game, Jeff, where the UCCS women's team you got to go for the throat right here. You got to find a way to pour it on, get another 6-8 points, and really put the pressure on Chadron State.
Completely agree. George, they just got to work this ball around, eat some ball clock, find the open Lady Mountain line inside. That's what I do.
Yep, under a minute to play. UCCS trying to get Chadron State to play their game. And there
you go.
Moving the ball well.
Drive that.
And that's Leaf. And there'll be a foul on Chadron State. And Leaf's going to the line.
That's Federson reaching in.
Yep. Press another one of forcing the issue.
Correct.
Shayna Leaf out of Palmer High School, the Terrors. Boy, I've covered a lot of state championships and a lot of high school basketball in Colorado Springs, and Palmer, boys and girls, have put out some good products. Speaking of Palmer High School, Reggie Jackson, who's in the NBA, I did his last high school game.
Fantastic.
What a player.
Oh, yeah.
And Shayna Leaf, confident with poise at the line, and finishes. And here comes Chadron State, closing in on 30 seconds. And another foul called at the other end. That's going to go against UCCS. You could sense, Jeff, with UCCS when they come to the bench over here. They go back to the floor. They're out there talking to each other. Their facial expressions, they know that they're in it to win it, and they're close.
Absolutely.
But you've got one more. You got the rest of this and another quarter to turn things around. Good from the line. Jessica Harvey for Chadron State. Under 30 seconds to play. Fikert. It dishes off to Seifert. Back to Fikert. To Gola. Gola looking for help. Back up top. Gola's got a one-on-one. She's going to try to drive baseline and put it up.
Yep.
And draws the foul. Smart play by Gola.
You had Seifert down there working back and forth.
Yep.
Picked her up. Gave her the opportunity to move in on the layup.
First one by Gola. Rings in and out. Second one. It's good. 8-point lead. Closing in on 10 seconds in the third quarter. Chadron will work for the final shot. Moves it around to the right elbow. Tries to drive. Kicks it out far side. Long pass. Shot up. No good. And that'll do it. We are 3 down and 1 to go here at UCCS. And the Lady Lions are smelling the opportunity at their first victory of this season. 49-41.
Yeah, and just a complete team effort. Good defense. I like the aggressive defensive play.
Yep.
Let's look at this second half already. They have not turned the ball over.
No, well, like we talked about at halftime, even off air, we were talking about, loose balls, turning the ball over, double dribbles, all those little things that add up. And you look at the end of the game and go, oh my gosh, we probably should have won by this much. But at the end, it comes down to wins and losses and who makes the least amount of mistakes. And right now, that looks like UCCS.
Absolutely.
As the band plays here, we're getting set. One more quarter here. After this game, we'll get set for the men's game. Tip off at 7:30.
This one.
Colorado Springs, home of Pikes Peak. I went here to UCCS. It was back in the early 90s and kind of dates me a little bit. They didn't even have this gym. They had a much smaller gym. This is a lot bigger than I remember the gym being.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Things change. Yes, this campus has expanded.
Sure has.
A lot bigger. As we get set here for fourth quarter action, Lynn Plett and Liz Doran and Taylor Proctor coaching their Lady Lions and trying to get them through this last quarter and the first win of this season. 3 down, 1 to go. I believe UCCS, yes, they'll inbound on the other side of the floor. It'll be Emily Seifert. Inbounding, Emily Seifert will be inbounding. The officials are waiting for the clock. The final 10 minutes. We talked about focus and finish. You got to finish and play 4 quarters. And that's what UCCS is going to try to do here. Gola with the ball, looking for help. Inside to Seifert. Back outside. Seifert, long pass, and it is stolen by Chadron State. Is she going to finish it off? She does! The left-handed layup by Jessica Harvey. She was spying out there on the perimeter.
Great
just
job
stole
by
it.
Harvey.
Underneath to Leaf. There's the answer. Right back at the other end of the floor.
There you go. Good pass.
Under 9.5 minutes. And this is it for UCCS. Getting ready, hopefully, to hang on for their first victory of the season. Chadron State 3-4, looking to go 500 on the season. Shot up and a foul. And I'll go against UCCS. On number 11, that'll go against Gola. And going to the line for Chadron State, that'll be number 15, Brooke Turek out of Hemingford, Nebraska. First one's in. Boy, you and I were talking nonstop before the game about free throws, and we've been seeing a lot of opportunities for both these teams at the line.
Yeah, and for the most part, both teams are capitalizing.
Yep.
That's good to see.
Yeah, this is the time to do it.
Yep.
Seifert checks out, and Kaylee Barnard, number 22, checks in for the Lady Lions. Second shot up and good. Act like you've been there before.
Exactly. Yeah, she's not Chadron State's leading scorer for nothing.
Oh, yeah. And that's a block. And that's on number 20, Jessica Harvey of Chadron State. Their feet got tangled up. Inbounding up, number 22, Kaylee Barnard, Melrose High School, down in New Mexico. Dishes in to Kelly O'Flanagan, the freshman. Back out to the right elbow to Chelsea Pearson. Tellen, and back to Pearson. She's hit some big-time threes in this game. Leaf looking for help, drives, tries to fight her way inside, loses control. And it'll go back Chadron State's way. But this is where turnovers come up huge.
Oh, yeah.
At this point of the game. You got to force turnovers and not give the ball up. There it is. The turnover we were talking. Their ears were burning. And UCCS gets one. Pearson launches. Got it.
Wow.
Bullseye for Pearson.
Return to first half form.
A hot hand for UCCS. She's a dead eye tonight. 54-45. Chadron State, long-range shot, rolls off the rim, rebounded by Chadron, tries to put it up. Rebound, Tellen. And here comes UCCS. Moving it around. Chadron State sets up on defense. Leaf underneath, trying to make the move. And it'll be a foul underneath. Yep, hacking. And boy, you talk about playing this is like playing chess with free throws. Back and forth, back and forth.
No question about it.
And this is why you remember playing basketball, why you spend all that time dedicated to shooting free throws and running laps so you're tired and get used to game time situations.
Absolutely.
Your first one by Tellen, it pays off.
Totally.
And free throws, to me, Jeff, were always about it's not physical, it's more mental.
Well, it's concentration.
Yeah, finding the same rhythm every time you shoot.
Correct.
Tellen hits the first one. She's halfway there. Trying to make it an 11-point lead. There it is. Number 44 puts it through and true at the line. Feddersen for Chadron State, the leader of this team. She needs help. And fighting for the loose ball at the other end of the floor, and UCCS wins. And here she comes. Down the floor with the left-handed layup and scores!
Wow. Barnard.
Kaylee Barnard taking ownership down to the other end of the floor with the left-handed layup and capitalizes.
Seen a lot from her at both ends tonight.
Absolutely. She's been very solid offensively and defensively, as this whole Mountain Lion team has. Shot and nothing but net for Chadron State. They're not going to go away. UCCS has got to put the pedal to the metal the rest of this game.
It was a pretty shot, was it, George?
Yep. Stop, pop, let it drop. She's just waiting. She said, yep, I'll take it. And she buries it. She said, if you're not going to cover me, I'm going to put it up.
Answers the challenge.
There it is, 60-47. The Lady Lions looking for their first win of the season, and they're hungry, and they're showing it. And looking for the steal, and what a play by number 20, Kelly O'Flanagan. She had a beeline on that ball and fought for it.
Great court awareness.
Well, it comes down to this point of the game when you've lost several games, you haven't won yet, and you have to hit that point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're going to find a way to put the nail in the coffin and finish this, and it takes a whole team effort. And when you start making plays like that, your teammates feed off that, and it just elevates their game.
Well said.
6:39 and counting. Pearson,
again.
Another long-range three. Oh, my gosh, she almost hit that one. Feddersen, and she kicks it out to Brooke Turek. Back to Feddersen. Yep, a foul On the other end of the floor.
Eagles looking a little frustrated. You can see Feddersen there clapping.
They've been taken somewhat out of their game tonight
Absolutely.
by a team that is hungry and scrappy.
Officials doing a good job tonight.
Yep. Feddersen, good pass outside. Shots off the rim. Second effort. There it is. And that was put back by Jessica Lovett, the sophomore out of Mullen, Nebraska. Closing in on 6 minutes in this contest. UCCS, they know they're close, but close isn't good enough. You got to finish, and that's what they're trying to do here tonight.
Focus and finish.
Yep. That's Barnard inside, looking for the, nope. Back outside. Barnard to Pearson. She's not shy about pulling the trigger. Driving inside, UCCS off balance shot. There it is!
Beautiful. Wow.
Kaylee Barnard drives in, stops, fades back, and drops it.
Yeah, Barnard
That's
is
money.
playing.
And look at the facial expressions of the UCCS Lady Lions. They know that they are so close. They can feel it. Feddersen back outside, rattles in and out. Rebound by Tellen. Tatum Tellen down the floor to Pearson. Pearson drives, nope, back up top. Tellen from three-point land. Bounces, comes out. Feddersen. Kicks outside, back to Feddersen. And Chadron State knows they're going to have to start taking some chances, Jeff.
Yeah, we're inside 5.
Tries to force the shot. Elbows her way in. And there'll be a foul. Under 5 minutes. It's the first UCCS basketball game we've done. Lady Lions are 0-7. If they win, maybe we're a good luck charm. Yeah, I'm just saying. You never know. You never know. You'd like to think that way, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, 22 right there. You can see you getting a little bit tired, threw the arms up a little late, but not to take anything away from a fantastic fourth quarter.
Absolutely. It's been a team effort for UCCS. They've hit that point in the season. They're not at the holiday break yet, but they know we got to come away with some wins before the holiday break. It gives you something positive to learn and feed off of as you go.
Absolutely.
So,
and like I was saying, fourth quarter, Barnard is taking care of business, both ends of the court.
Yep.
And yes, transition game is flowing. I think maybe a couple TOs in the second half. That's nominal.
Absolutely.
Really nominal. They look good.
Yep. George Holden along with Jeff King here at UCCS in Colorado Springs, bringing you RMAC basketball, college NCAA Division II. Glad to be here. First time I've done a game in this gym. This is a beautiful facility.
It's great. It even sounds real
stuff.
good, too. I think my son, who plays the gig set, could be over there, too, maybe next game.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
That guy's good.
You know, I never had musical ability. And even when it came to singing, I'm the guy that sings in the shower because I don't want to put anybody else through it. So
long as it's
I
not a
admire
glass shower.
people with musical talent because I just do not have it. Here we go. 4:54 to play. Feddersen for Chadron State goes to the line trying to cut the deficit. First one's off the back of the rim. And getting ready to check in, Shayna Leaf for UCCS 0-0. Yep. And checking out is Maddie Gabler. Second one rattles in and out. Here comes UCCS. They're playing with confidence right now. I'd say a little bit of swagger, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Flanagan out there taking charge.
You got to act like you've been there before when you want to win. Back up top.
Way to work it around, ladies.
Yep. Pearson tries to feed inside the Leaf. Cutting to the basket, Tellen, but no, outside.
There you go.
Wide open for the three, but nope. She's going to drive inside. That's a jump ball. And that's Kaylee Barnard. You mentioned earlier, boy, she's in this second half especially, she's come up big.
Absolutely. And way to take charge. Way to go to the paint. You know what? Take your chances on that.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to go for it.
I like the high percentage effort anyway. So
I'm hoping that the Lady Lions pull this off, that the Denver Broncos watch this game and go, hey, you're not totally out of it. You can still come back. Chadron State, I'd be happier on Sundays, I'll tell you that much. Feddersen, good defense by Pearson. Feddersen cuts, tries to knife inside. There's a foul, and checking in for Chadron State will be Keely Pierce. She's from Australia, 6-foot junior guard. And checking out, Taryn Foxon. Going back in is number 15, Brooke Turek. 4:05 left here on the clock. And UCCS making it hard on Chadron just to inbound the ball. And Feddersen knows she's got to make plays. Back to Turek. Stop, off-balance shot, in, out, rebounded by Chadron.
Way to crash the boards.
And now Tellen gets it. And here comes UCCS. Chance here for a big shot. Overshoots Leaf. And here comes Feddersen back for Chadron State. Looks like she's going to try to take things into her own hands. The off-balance shot and another foul at the other end of the floor. And checking in, number 11, Allie Williamson for Chadron State out of Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yeah, we haven't called Pierce's name much tonight either, and that's Chadron State's big contributor as well.
Yep. So that's a big credit, and a kudo to UCCS Lady defense.
Yep.
Everybody has we've seen different players tonight step up at different times. It hasn't been one or two players.
Nope.
And that's what you need to win basketball games.
Absolutely. Great team effort.
And another thing is, how deep is your bench?
Well, exactly.
How deep is your bench? When you get your opportunity to get your minutes, you got to make it count. Tellen with the ball, top of the key. Looking for somebody. Pearson, downtown, in and out. She's a good long-range shooter. Back down the floor, Turek. Cutting underneath.
Nice pass.
The shot.
Walk, though.
And a travel by Chadron State. 3:09 remaining in this game. Like I said before, the clock can't move fast enough for UCCS.
Exactly.
And a timeout on the floor by UCCS. Lynn Plett, he's got he's talking, he's animated, he has a smile on his face. That's always a good sign when your coach has a smile on his face. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, you're absolutely right.
That makes life a lot easier as a
the
player.
Alternative, and it's not too fun.
No, it's not. We've all been there. I've been a player and from football and basketball, and a coach on the football side. And I used to wonder when you're playing, why they would yell so much. You're like, gosh, why are they yelling all the time so much, And then you become a coach, and you're like, man, I sound like him. You know what I mean? You get so mad at yourself because I'm never going to sound like that, and then it's exactly how you sound.
Yeah. I don't have that background that you have, George, baseball, but the coaches are
you are the baseball guy.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And those coaches bring it to you, too. Either
Absolutely.
it can be animated on the field or they'll tell you in the dugout, but they'll let you know.
Yep, that's their job. Well, basically when you coach, you teach. Coaching is teaching.
No doubt about it. Greatest one in basketball, John Wood.
John Wood. We were just talking about him the other day.
Yep.
Win and win and win. That's all he did.
That's it.
With different players, he could recruit.
Yeah.
And he didn't just teach about basketball. He taught about life.
Life, exactly.
And his players have gone on to do some pretty wonderful things.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Tellen will inbound the ball for UCCS. 3:04 remaining in this game. Can they put the nail in the coffin and come out of this gym with a win tonight? That's going to feel like, if you're UCCS, that's going to feel like a monkey off your back if you can get a win out of here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And the officials are getting set. Tellen looks to inbound.
O'Flanagan.
To O'Flanagan. And O'Flanagan brings it back to Tellen. Yep, to Leaf. Not a lot of movement. You got to cut to get the ball. Leaf back outside to Pearson, to Tellen. Tellen inside to Leaf. Leaf's going to force it. And there it is.
Nice drive.
Great job. Great patience by UCCS. They wanted that shot, and they got it. Leaf answers.
Excellent discipline there.
Yep. You can feel them swell with confidence. They've played pretty much 2 halves of basketball tonight. Long range shot by Chadron off the rim. Rebound by UCCS. That's Barnard. Out to Tellen. Back up top to O'Flanagan.
Like her ball handling skills.
Yes. She's very safe. Tellen. And the clock continues to move. And that's in UCCS's favor. Pearson sets up. Nope. Needs help.
Way to work it
Barnard. Stuffed.
It's a good block.
But underneath is Leaf. And not able to put that in. And here comes Chadron State. That's Feddersen. And she's going to try to do it all.
Coast to coast on that.
Yep. Off the backboard. And she'll go to the line. Feddersen. Callie Feddersen.
Nice block down here by Chadron State.
Absolutely. Yep.
But Leaf was in the right spot, just didn't foul.
And when you play defense, first shot by Feddersen is there. Checking in now, number 20, Harvey, and number 11, Williamson checks out. And back in, Taryn Foxon, Cherokee Trail High School up in Aurora. It's nice to see Colorado products that are able to go on and do great things.
Oh, yeah. Well represented tonight.
Yep. Taryn Tellen. 64-53. UCCS has done everything they need to do to win, but you got to finish. And that's what they're looking to do right here.
Boy, that's nice.
O'Flanagan gets the ball back to Leaf on the right elbow. Leaf drives inside off the glass, just overshoots it. Pearson fights for the ball. Great rebound by Pearson. That's great effort to keep the ball alive for UCCS. That clock continues to run. 109. O'Flanagan inside to Leaf. Leaf.
Oh, yeah.
And she's physical. And she's going to go to the line. And that is a senior play right there.
Oh, yeah. Way to work hard down to the paint.
You got to know where you are on the floor. No, it won't be a shooting foul. That'll be a non-shooting foul. And O'Flanagan will inbound underneath the basket. And UCCS, a lot of times when you come out to a game, Jeff, and you're struggling, a lot of it's about attitude. And
Absolutely.
They came out, the moment the ball, they won that tip, they had the right attitude.
Said it earlier in the broadcast, they were hungry.
You got to score early, score often.
And they haven't let up.
Nope. And they went in. They knew they played a good first half. We got to go out and close it out and play a good second half, and they've done just that. And they're close, real close. O'Flanagan back to Pearson. And Chadron State clamping down on defense. And UCCS is content to keep milking the clock. Barnard needs help. Back to Pearson. Shot clock down to 11.
There you go.
They're going to use it all.
Control.
Yep. Outside O'Flanagan. And she's going to put the quick jumper up.
Good effort.
And a foul. And UCCS and Leaf will go to the line.
Good ball movement there.
Yep. And you can see the whole bench for UCCS is kind of really kind of on the edge of their seats going, guys, we're right there. Free throws matter. And she got it. Doesn't matter how you get it, you just got to get it.
Right.
Timeout. Chadron State. And UCCS's bench is excited. They're animated, and they have every right to be.
To say the least. They've done a great job. Every lady there has contributed well.
Yep. And you give a heck of a lot of credit to Lynn Plett and his coaching staff knowing when to sub and who to sub and the right personnel going in there. They've done a good job tonight.
Yeah, and Lynn is a defensive guru. If you look at the RMAC tournament when they were in,
yep,
they had the best defensive game in championship history. I think he knows a little bit about defense.
Yep, and we know about defense, especially in hoops. We both played basketball, and I remember a coach preaching defense needs to be personal.
Oh, absolutely.
You need to make it extremely personal. Not everybody can score, but a lot of people, it's a lot of heart and fire and effort on defense, and
Absolutely.
how bad do you want it?
Absolutely.
37.5 seconds. And right now for the Lady Lions, that's the longest 37.5 seconds in their life thus far. As Leaf at the line. Got it.
Nice shot.
Easy. And Feddersen will let the ball roll. And they're going to start trying to pop long-range threes here off the rim. And it'll stay with Chadron after a foul. It'll be a shooting foul. Brooke Turek will go to the line. 66-53. Turek hits the first one. Tell you what, UCCS came out tonight firing on all cylinders.
Sure did.
And that's what they needed to do, and they've done just that. Turek, second shot, good. And one more. 10-point lead, wants to cut it to 9 right here. Nope, off the rim. Turek with the rebound and a foul. Great rebound by Turin. Tatum Tellin.
Yeah.
Grapevine, Texas, 5'8" freshman guard. Tell you what, this is a young team. If they stay together, they're just going to get better. And this is where they grow. This is where you're growing and you learn. First one's in. Looking to put the icing on the cake here. Got it, Tatum. She left the free throw line before it went. She knew it was there.
He sure did.
That's what you call confidence.
Oh, yeah.
And the ball will roll. It's one of those little things to take advantage in the game. And Feddersen, long shot, knocked away.
Wow.
Foul underneath, 23 seconds. The bench is excited.
Pearson going to the line.
Yep. Boy, she hit tonight, what sticks in my mind, Jeff, she hit a couple of big threes back to back. And she's a good three-point shooter. The ones even that she didn't make, she's a really solid shooter. She's going to be a good one.
Absolutely.
And this is the first one. She's
too,
a sophomore.
Yeah, in the middle of the game, Fikert kind of picked up where Pearson started.
She basically having to take the reins. Sometimes you got to take turns taking the reins, and they've actually spread that around tonight.
Great exchange there. Two ladies have done fantastic tonight, as well as the whole team.
So as it stands right now, Chadron State will go 3 and 5.
Wow.
Long range three by Chadron. They're not going to go away quietly. Inbound pass and a foul. And the foul is on O'Flanagan.
Fox in long distance, huh?
Yep. And that's what it looks like right now. UCCS is going to go 1 and 7 on the season. And what it matters is getting the first win under your belt.
And in conference, right, George? 1 and 2 now?
It's a conference win.
Yeah.
And O'Flanagan. There it is. .4 seconds. Second one. Good. We talked about the importance of free throws, and UCCS has taken full advantage of that. Feddersen kicks it out, and the forced shot, it's short, under 10 seconds. Pearson with the ball. To Leaf, under 5. They're going to do it. The first win of the season is on the verge here. 2.1 seconds.
I don't know about that
just
foul, but
keeps going. Inbound. And guess what? First win of the season. The UCCS Lady Lions, they have fun and get it done.
They sure did.
They get a big win over Chadron State, the Lady Eagles, tonight, 71-58. George Holden along with Jeff King. What a game tonight for UCCS. As we talked about, I don't mean to harp on it, but it is rough as a player and a coach when you are on a losing streak and you're trying to find answers and find a way to stay in games, be competitive, and find a way to win. And from the moment the ball was tipped off tonight, they took advantage of that first tip. They made some mistakes like all teams do here and there, but as a young team, they came together. Everybody played played their part, I should say,
Yeah.
tonight in the game.
Yep.
And UCCS found a way to come out with a win. Congratulations to the Lady Lions
Absolutely.
tonight.
Congratulations, ladies. Great
Well,
defensive effort. That is the forte, and that's what the coach showed tonight. Got commitment from every one of those ladies out there. And guess what? Clutch down the stretch, free throws, huge.
Absolutely. Some big three-point shots by Pearson. Fikert came up, Barnard. They all played their role. They all came in and did what they needed to do. Shayna Leaf made a couple of big shots when she needed to, grabbed some big rebounds. But everybody stepped up. This wasn't about a game tonight of UCCS having one or two stars step forward. It was a bunch of role players finding a way to be able to get it done. George Holden again, along here with Jeff King. This is RMAC basketball. Glad you're here with us in Colorado Springs. And it's official. The UCCS Lady Lions, they get their first win of the season, and they got to be feeling pretty good going into that locker room right now. And Jeff, we're going to get set for the men's game. That was round one. This is round two. Getting set for the men's tonight. UCCS and Chadron State coming up to you next. Stay with us here for more RMAC basketball.